Looking back on one of the most absurd and controversial moments in boxing history, Mike Tyson's former trainer has explained the real reason behind why the baddest man on the planet took a chunk out of his opponent's ear. Originally billed as the Sound and the Fury, but later dubbed the Bite Fight, WBA World Heavyweight Champion Evander Holyfield faced off against legendary Mike Tyson in a rematch of their November 1996 bout. In the first fight, Holyfield, despite holding the title, was seen by many as the underdog after failing to impress in his fights following his return from retirement in 1995. Surprisingly to many, Holyfield controlled the fight, dropping Tyson in the 6th round and getting him up against the ropes in the 10th and 11th respectively. The latter resulting in the fight being stopped by referee Mitch Halpern, gifting the champion an unexpected victory. The first fight didn't go without controversy, though, with Tyson complaining about receiving headbutts in the 6th and 7th rounds, both of which were judged as accidental. As June 1997 rolled around, Iron Mike had his sights set on revenge, determined to prove the first fight as a blip. Before fight night had even come around, controversy was already a common theme, with Tyson's camp unhappy that Halpern had been given the opportunity to referee the rematch, citing that they wanted someone different from the first fight. Although never confirmed, many believe that the real reason was due to Halpern's ruling that the previous headbutts were unintentional. Despite the Nevada State Athletic Commission dismissing their objection, the referee himself decided it was in everyone's best interests for someone else to oversee the bout, claiming, "I felt I was taking too much away. Not me personally, but the controversy was taking too much away from the fight." As the bell rang and the rematch got underway, the contentious theme continued. Seconds into the second round, Holyfield ducked under a right hand, headbutting his opponent in the process, a headbutt that resulted in a large cut above Mike Tyson's right eye. Much to the dismay of Tyson and his team, it was, once again, judged to be accidental by referee Mills Lane. Following a consultation of the replays, a red mist seemed to descend on Tyson, and what came as a result was possibly the most bizarre action ever seen in the ring. With 40 seconds remaining of the 4th round, as the two clinched, Tyson rolled his head above Holyfield's right shoulder before chomping down on the ear of his opponent. As the champion leaped up and spun around in agony, his ear bleeding profusely, Iron Mike spat the inch of cartilage he had torn off onto the ring apron. After a lengthy delay, Holyfield was cleared to continue and the fight resumed, though, not before Tyson was deducted 2 points for his antics. But this appeared to resonate very little with Mike, as he looked to even up the other side of his opponent's head, biting his left ear moments after the restart. Tyson's explanation for the behavior was that he was furious at the use of the head in both fights and that Holyfield hadn't been penalized for them, leaving Mike with no option but to take the matter into his own hands. However, his former trainer doesn't believe this, and has offered a different insight. Analyst and trainer Teddy Atlas worked with Tyson in his early years, meaning he should have a good idea of what was going on in Mike's head. Speaking on his podcast a few years back, Atlas stated, "We made a case that Mike could be intimidated. He would show it in different ways. He was intimidated by the manliness of Holyfield by biting his ear off. That's why he bit his ear off, he was too much man for him. He was intimidated." Interestingly enough, Mike Tyson's biting habits reappeared in his recent, disappointing fight against YouTuber-turned-boxer Jake Paul. Although not in an aggressive manner, viewers spotted him nibbling on his gloves throughout the fight.